Hello everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners and welcome to a review on the final 10th anniversary legacy short. Now this review might be a little late, not just because it's coming out a few days after the Golden Hour short came out on Friday, but also because this Golden Hour legacy short, the final one, it also got leaked last week, 1 week before it was actually supposed to come out. And I have no idea how that happened. This was a YouTube video and it got leaked a week before. That just doesn't happen. LEGO has serious issues with their leaking security. I can understand how their sets get leaked or their episodes get leaked because they have to tell retailers how their sets looked a little before they actually give them the sets to sell. And even in that case, it shouldn't really be happening that much, while us Ninjago fans do enjoy these because we get a little sneak peek at what's to come. It still doesn't really make that much sense, and for a legacy short on YouTube to be leaked a week early, it's a little crazy. I didn't talk about it last week because I wanted to see it in HD with proper audio and give it its full chance before we review it, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. So with all that being said, let's get right into the review. So this Golden Hour legacy short, it's the one a lot of people were looking forward to. This was the one that was supposed to explain what the Time Twins were going to end up as, and also how Master Wu turned into a baby. And it kind of does that. The story picks off exactly where Season 7 almost left off. Kai and Nia are jetted off the Dawn of Iron Doom, and then Wu, Crux, and Acronix resume their fight, which is the part that we didn't see in Season 7. What happened was in Season 7, Master Wu just stayed on the Dawn of Iron Doom, and then in Season 8 we found out that he was a baby again. But that's what happens, and the Reversal Time Blade energy, it de-ages Wu while also giving the energy that the Dawn of Iron Doom needed to travel in time, because the Dawn of Iron Doom, it needs the 4 Time Blades, right? And without the 4th Time Blade, the reverse one was with Kai and Nia back in Ninjago, it couldn't really go anywhere. It was stuck in that time portal. But since Wu's time energy for the Reversal Time Blade still existed, it was able to power the Dawn of Iron Doom, which then carries them through a lot of past events for Ninjago and ends up with Wu finally de-aging into a baby. And the Time Twins, actually, the short actually doesn't end up answering what happens to the Time Twins. So that answer that Ninjago fans actually wanted with the short actually didn't end up getting answered. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But the Dawn of Iron Doom does get destroyed and baby Wu is seen swimming. For pros, I gotta say that I did like how Season 15 was in this short. This short would have been so much cool if Season 15 didn't come out by now, because that would have been our first sneak peek into that season. And also, I like how some of the shots were actually reanimated. We can see how Lloyd's texturing looks different. Almost looks like DHX texturing because they like animating their cloth like that. And I'm not sure which shots were reanimated and which shots weren't, but they did put the effort where they needed to, as well as a lot of focus on Wu himself. We haven't really dived into Wu's character a lot. Maybe in Season 13 we did a little bit when he was feeling old after such a long time. But other than that, Wu hasn't really gotten much character stuff, mainly because he is a perfect character himself. He's too wise to actually make any character mistakes. And it was cool to see how he reacted to different time events and stuff that he really wanted to change, but he didn't because he was wise enough to not to. And that's about it for pros. I like the animation, I like everything, and there's a bunch more to say about pros, but we can keep going on that. For cons, I noticed this small thing, and that is that you can see the Serpent Vermilion detailing on the side of the Iron Doom. And it didn't make sense because the Vermilion were moving things, not inanimate objects that just stayed there once they built the Iron Doom. The Iron Doom was kind of made up of these things, and sure, you could say that they were there for decoration, but the Iron Doom was built in a rush. It wasn't really built with decoration. I also wasn't a huge fan of recalling what I said a little bit before, and how the Time Twins, we didn't really get a full closure to that. Yes, they probably would have died, but we really didn't see them blow up. They most likely disintegrated or something like that, but baby Wu survived, right? So does that mean the Time Twin? It's kind of complicated there, and I really wish we got a proper answer. But at least that does leave the Time Twins to be a future villain for Ninjago. But overall, it's fine. It does fulfill its purpose of being the Time Twins short, explaining how Wu turned into a baby, and they do exactly that. Maybe I was expecting a little too much from this legacy short just because of all the hype surrounding it. So I think it's still a pretty fine legacy short. I'm gonna rate this one maybe a 3.5 out of 4, just because I feel like there's a little bit missing to it. They do exactly what they have to. Something's missing and I'm not really able to put my finger in it. It's a little bit bland, but I still would recommend rewatching it since it's still a very enjoyable short. However, that is all for this video looking at the Golden Hour short. We're finally done with these 10th anniversary legacy short reviews, and I think we're done for Ninjago content in general for the rest of the whole year. This is when the content drought or something like that starts. Maybe not for YouTubers like us, because we can talk forever on Ninjago topics. But as for Ninjago episodes and shorts, we are done for this year unless something surprised shows up. Thank you for watching, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!